Advertising on Living Social and Groupon has become pretty popular lately because it really works. I mean, if it's well designed and stuff like that, it can really work. Now, the first question you have to answer is, can you do deals in your state? And I can't answer that for you. There's 50 different states, and so you've got to look at your state rules and laws on whether you can offer a deal. But assuming that you can offer a deal, you have to be very careful how you do it. Let's say with Living Social or Groupon. So why do you have to be careful? Well, there's 3 laws you have to be concerned about. One is the Stark law, the other is the anti-fee splitting law, and the other is the anti-kickback law. And all of these laws have to do with basically money. How are you handling the money? So let's say, for instance, under a typical ad with Living Social, your service is going to be worth $1,000, but you're offering it at $500. And because you're doing it through Living Social wants their cut of it, and so they say, okay, we're going to offer this $500 deal for something worth $1,000, but when you get paid $500, you need to pay to Living Social $100. As soon as you do that, you run afoul of the Stark law, the anti-fee splitting law, and the kickback laws. Now, if it didn't involve a federal patient, federal money, you are not subject to those laws. But I want you to know something. All of those laws in every state I've ever checked in, there's an equivalent law in the state. So you've got to make sure that you're covering the state laws as well. Now, could the state law cause discipline or problems for you? Yes. Usually it's not as bad as the federal law, but it can cause some significant issues for you as well. So how do you do this legally? Well, one way you can do it, and there's probably some other ways too, but how can you do this legally, is if you offer a deal, but money doesn't exchange hands and you don't split any money out, then I think arguably you're in a good place and you're probably compliant. Now, I'd still have a healthcare attorney look it over to make sure that it's compliant, because there's a lot of tricky little areas that could get you into big trouble. So let me give you an example. Let's say, for instance, in the example where you're offering, and usually it's a smaller, littler thing, because you don't want to give all free stuff away. So let's say that the deal is $100. What you're offering is worth $100, and through Living Social you are giving them a deal where they can buy it for $50. If all of that $50 goes to Living Social and none of it goes to you, you have good arguments to say that you're not in violation of Stark law, anti-fee splitting law, and kickback law. But again, like I said, get good legal counsel in the healthcare field that understands these laws and to make sure that you're on safe ground, because the way you do it could put you in violation if you're not careful.